Hello, hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, hi, hi. Good to have you all on here. Trying to, trying to put the settings. It's my very first time on here, so pardon my. I am not used to all this. I'm not used to this. I'm not used to this. So pardon my manners, please, 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 please. Pardon me. So hello everybody. Hi, I am Valentina, and I am the sorry. I don't know how to invite somebody on here. How does this work? So I have had issues. I'm having to start the live over and over again. I don't know what's happening. So sorry. I thought it was as easy as IG Live. I just wanted to do a Facebook Live, and this is my first time ever on Facebook. So pardon me going off and coming on. Yeah. So I'm just going to do a quick introduction. I have my pointers here so that I don't just rabble on, because I could be a rabble rouser and just, go on and off on a tandem. So hello everyone. I'm so glad to be here today with you, and I welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you. And for today, I just decided to have a quick, honest, heart convo with, ourselves, and I titled it a pulse check. And the intent of that is today is the first day of the second half of the year. Yeah, today starts the first day of the second half of the year, 1st of July. And I know it could be overwhelming for some, and I just wanted us to actually really pause and find out, like, how am I really doing? Like, what's happening with me? Am I okay? And just have that health check, that wellness check. And I'm so glad to be here today with you for that. And I know for some, like actually found it a bit disbelieving, like, wow, it's already July, it's already the second part of the year. It felt like a blur, and I'm going to talk about more about that as we go on. And I know for some others, it's been a huge blessing. You've been able to, hit. of some of those things you had down on your vision board, which is great. But today I just wanted to hold space with you, and I'm so glad you're listening to this right now. So, no pressure, no pretending, just a moment to check in. Just think of me as your friendly doctor, and then we're just checking in, no pretense, nothing, just straight, honest to heart conversation. And remind ourselves, in spite of it all, courage is still blooming. And if you're just joining, I run a page on Facebook also called Courage in Bloom. And if you would like to, good advice, you want motivation to keep going, just, real talk, join our community there. And we also have a community on WhatsApp. I'll also put it up on this, on the live at some point when I can. So if you're anything like me, I know this year came with plans and plot twists. Although for me, coming into this year, I really don't think I came in with any plans due to some personal, things that happened. And I'll be more honest, like I had moments where I felt like, God, this wasn't in the script. So before we go on, I'm just going to give you a quick recap on why I came into the new year without any plans. And it was because I lost my dad in the last half of last year. Yeah, 2024, August. And it was overwhelming. You can imagine that I and my dad were pretty close. We were really, really close. I had a close relationship with him, and it came out of nowhere. It hurt me really deeply, and it was it was hard. So I just coming into this year, I didn't come with any plan. There was no plan at all. It was just, or maybe I came into a plan and it was just to survive, like just to be able to keep going on. Because, like, losing my dad, I felt like, see, there was really no point to all of this. Because my dad was one of my biggest motivations for everything I was doing. Like, yeah, I want to do this, but then, having him being there was also a big motivation. And so when I came into this year, I came with a lot of, God, this was not in the script, or this wasn't how it was supposed to be. But in spite of dealing with grief, I can positively say I have seen a lot of growth. I've seen a lot of growth, quiet, consistent, behind the scenes growth. Even me doing this is growth, because I usually am behind the scenes. I would write more, but I've had a couple of people be like, go live, do this more, do videos, do all of that. And so this is me just, this is part of the growth. And so if I could ask something, if you see this, I'd ask you, take a moment, how has the year been so far? I know we are prone to just get in the rush of everything and just keep going without, just checking in with ourselves. But how has the year been so far? How has it been so far? If you have to describe your year so far, what would it be? And if you're watching, you could just, drop it in the comments. How has the year been so far? For me, I'd say it's a year of becoming more, just a year of becoming more. And more signifies a whole lot that I can't even get to. I'm still becoming the woman I know God called me to be. I'm still becoming the coach I know I could be. Like, I'm already coaching, but I know that I could be better. So I'm becoming better. I'm still learning. I'm still stretching, and definitely still blooming. like still blooming in spite of it all. And I want to remind you that even if the first half of the year did not go as you emphasized, as you thought it would be, the second half is wide open. And if you're a football fan like myself, you know that, well, most times matches are won in the second half. So if first half has gone the way it did, well, second half is about to be better if you're going to develop better tactics and just take it as a fresh start and not see it like a closed chapter. So I want us and you might wonder, like, why do I keep going back to the word bloom, 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 bloom? Bloom is my signature, and that is why I run a page called Courage in Bloom. And when something blooms, it's no rush. It doesn't rush. It unfolds. It expands. It reaches towards the light. And you could see, like, if you've ever watched all of this fast forwarding videos, what they call it, sped up videos, sped up videos of plants growing, you just see like it just keeps growing and blooming and taking up space. And that is what blooming is. It's no rush. You're not forcing yourself. There's no forced rhythm. It's just you're just going along with the flow, and you just keep taking up space. And that is how courage works too. You don't rush it. When something blooms, and that courage is not always loud. Most times people think, oh, when somebody shouts, it's loud. No, courage is not always very loud. It's not. Sometimes it's simply you just getting out of bed when it's pointless. Like, there's no need today. Or sending the application out one more time. Yeah, you sent it 99 times, but just, going ahead to send the application one more time. And then choosing not to give up on yourself. Choosing not to give up on yourself in spite of whatever might be happening. Because for me, starting this year, there was no zeal to do nothing. Like, my dad was gone. I just wanted to, it was like whatever. And I could say maybe for the first 3 months, I was like a zombie just going through the motions. But I had to pick myself back up because there's no prize for a loser. And you can't be a loser. We bloom here. So choosing not to give up on yourself is also courage. And blooming with courage means giving yourself permission to grow at your own pace, in your own way, with your own story, not focusing on any other person, just your own pace, your own story. And not everything needs to be public or perfect. Some of the most powerful blooming happens in the dark. Most of the growth happens in the dark. And so it doesn't mean putting it out there, but that popular saying, you can lie to everybody but not lying to yourself. So just because it doesn't have to be in the open, make sure that even when no one is watching, you're still growing. It's very important. And then it's mid-year, the mid-year reset. How do we keep going? How do we keep going? How do we stay rooted in courage when life feels overwhelming? How do you stay? And I'll just share 3 simple things that I wrote down that I am doing. And because it's worked for me, it's working for me. I wanted to share with you. And these are some of the things I share with my clients. So you're getting it for free. You're getting this for free as long as you watch this video. So first things first, whenever I get people coming in at this point, people are just frantic. Oh my God, the year is almost ending. I've not done anything. Oh, I've done this. Or some people are like, oh, well, I've done this. I just need to get on this. And one first thing I always say, pause and breathe. It's important to do that. Pause and breathe. Give yourself permission to stop and just be. You're not behind. You're on your own time. You've done this, or you haven't done this, just pause and breathe. In that time, you're able to come back to what you want to do with a clear mind. No rush. You're working on your own paths. You're working in your own time. Second, revisit your why. Why are you doing what you're doing? Why do you want to, those dreams you wrote down, what is the why behind them? And your why has to be strong. If your why is just because you want to show off, is not strong enough. And for me, I think the why always ties into your purpose. Your why ties into your purpose. Why am I doing what I'm doing? Well, I've been coaching people offline for a while, but now I feel like I could reach more people with this. The world is growing increasingly global, and so I want to be able to help more people. I do not coach just because I earn money. I coach because I am actually interested in the lives that I come across changing. And so that is why I am coming here to do it. So that is one of my strong whys. And for other things I do, I have my whys. And so you have to revisit your why. Why do you want to do those things? Why is that your goal? Those goals you've written down, those visions you have, why? Revisit your why, because it would help remind you, why did you start this journey that you are on? Why do you want to bloom? Write it down and put it where you can see it. And the Bible also makes that and it says, write down the vision, make it plain. So revisit your why. Revisit your why. Then third is surround yourself with light. Surround yourself, be intentional about what you consume. Uplifting books, worship, affirmations, safe friendships. Safe friendships. I think friendship is a very crucial part in our part. Like, you have to be very, very intentional about your friendships, because your friendships could make or mar you. Really.
I've joined now. Have you seen me?
Sorry about the network. It keeps going on and coming off. So I was talking. So revisit your why. Why you want to do what is very important. And then I said the third, surround yourself with light. Surround yourself with light. I think my guest is coming on. The network has been pretty bad today. Please forgive me. I'll do better. If you have any questions, please put it down. I'll get to the questions. So find out, surround yourself, be intentional about what you consume, media, like stories and everything. And one of my mantras lately has been, I'm allowed to start again as many times as I need to. Hello. Hello.
Hello?
Hi. Welcome.
Hearing me?
I
Thank you.
can hear you. Hi, welcome. So
Okay,
I've had to,
thank you.
yeah, all right. So I'll let you come in. I've had to start without you because the time was going. So check your mantras and, like I said, whatever is, I think one of the things most people struggle with is when you feel like, oh, I failed on this thing, I should have done it at time, and then you just leave it. No, remember, I'm allowed to start again as many times as I want to, as many times as I need to. And so you're allowed to. And for me, I think one thing that also helped my mindset towards maybe when I came across goals that I might have dropped, I don't think like, oh, I stopped. I just think, oh, there was a pause. So just press restart and get back on it. So when like it's helped my mindset. So I don't think of it as like I dropped any thing. And then, so I have spoken a bit, and then obviously I'm writing a book, Courage in Bloom, helping people get back on. And I talk about it on my post. And if you're new here anyway, I am working on something very close to my heart. Is a book that I have titled Courage in Bloom. And it's for everybody, man, woman, boy, girl, who has ever thought, oh, it's too late to do this thing. It's too late. Oh, I should have done it at that time. It's not too late. You're not behind. This book is story, part encouragement, part nudge, part coach, and it's a reminder that it's never too late to rewrite your story. So stay close. I'll be sharing more about it as as we prepare for the launch, and I'll be doing more of these check-ins also because I obviously want to get across to more people. So now I'm going to let my guest speak. Like I said, we were doing an honest heart-to-heart conversation, a pulse check. We're in the mid half of the year, and I just wanted to check in with my friends, my family online, and know how have you been doing. And if you are with me, please drop a comment or anything, and we'll get back to you. So please, want to hear how has it been? Pulse check, pause. How has the first half been? How are you going into the second half? Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Are you hearing me?
I can hear you now.
Okay. Um, can you rephrase the question again?
I said we're doing a pulse check, and it's just to check how have we done the first half of the year and how are you getting ready to go into the second half of the year.
I'm hoping to get on my exercise first, as in start exercising this month. For the last, the other half, I will not say the only thing, what I was able to achieve was I stopped taking soda totally, which I'm happy about. But I think I want to, then I've been struggling with what I want to do. So hoping to be able to get a nudging to start something profitable.
Okay. Thank you. So
Hello.
yeah, I can hear you. I said thank you. Thank you for sharing with
Okay.
me.
All right.
So I'm just going to do a quick wrap up. I think the network wasn't favorable to us today, but I've gone over quite
Yes.
a bit. And so basically I gave 3 key points in which we could use to, go into the second half of the year. And it's my mantra: one, pause and breathe. Sometimes you come in so frantic, like, oh my God, we're almost ending, and you want to go, but pause, breathe, and that time give yourself permission to just be. And also, reframe your parts, like, what are you going to do this time? And then I said, revisit your why. Why do you want to do that? What's behind? Because the why reveals your purpose. And once purpose is made known, going along the path becomes easier. And then thirdly, I said, surround yourself with lights. Basically, be careful about what you consume. Be careful about your safe friendships are very key. I initiated on safe friendships. Friendships are very key. And then also getting in on your worship, your affirmations, just getting all of that in. And I also advised on, just write down what you want to do. I said the Bible advises us, write down your vision, make it plain, so it becomes easier to follow. I know sometimes you're like, oh, it's in my head. I know exactly what I want to do. But sometimes just putting it down makes it, easier to follow. Like with writing my book, I had the idea, as in the notion, the key to write a book in my head for such a long time. And, and it never ever happened. But the instance that, I just put a pen to paper, like I need to write a book, and, I put down one of my goals for this year was to be an author. and it's almost happening now. My book is almost in publication, and I am so excited about that. So that's one of the goals I'd say I have accomplished for the first half of the year. So this is just an encouragement to every other person. You're not behind time. You're not, you're not running late, but get on it now. And like I said, the mantra I used, I'm allowed to start again as many times as I wish to, as many times as I need to. There was a pause in February, no problem. I started again in March. There was a pause in June, no problem. You can start again in July. There was a pause July 1st today, no problem. Start again tomorrow. There was a pause in the morning, restart it, press play again on it in the evening. And so I just want to thank everyone who came on here. Thank you to my guests, even though network was being funky wonky today. And so I'll before I leave, I'll just say again, what is your personal pulse check right now? Are you surviving? Are you striving, or are you thriving? Which would it be? For me, I'd say I'm in between striving and thriving. I have gone beyond surviving. I'm in between. I think I'm striving. I want to get to, where I'm able to thrive, but I'm working on it. So, Mandy, what would you say is your checkpoint today? Are you surviving? Are you striving, or are you thriving?
Maybe I'll just say surviving for now. Maybe it will get
Okay.
better this same quarter.
Okay. It would definitely get better as long as you put every tidbit I've shared in check with you. So, and I would say this, you may not have it all figured out now, but you're still here, still showing up, still hoping, and that's courage, that's blooming. And
Yeah.
so, like I said, this was a free section. I do this with my client, but this was a free section. I really wanted to do it. Thank you to everyone who tuned in and whoever is going to see this video. Thank you guys for tuning in, and always take time to check your pulse check. Are you surviving? Are you striving, or are you thriving? And thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it. And I want to remember and remind you that you are seen, you're supported, and you are blooming. Even if it doesn't feel like it right now, you are blooming. And I'll be here to be your personal cheerleader, cheering you on as you keep blooming and, striving and thriving and surviving and doing all of those things. So until next time, keep blooming with courage. And I love you guys all. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.